It's crazy, man. It's like, I don't know. Welcome to episode, what is this, 44?
44, 45. You know, we have millions of views.
We have hit 1 million views.
Millions across multiple platforms.
I guess so. No? Dude, that's an accomplishment, man.
Oh, man. Million people have, commented a lot of hate.
Do you have hate in your heart?
A lot of people told us to quit. A lot. I still get that every so often nowadays. People have stopped for sure. But once in a while, people are like, oh, man, just sell your podcasting equipment. Here we are.
There we go. We haven't stopped. Let me see let me see the stats. This is just YouTube. I'm going to share the stats. We have 168 total subscribers. We love all of those 168 total subscribers.
We need to get more.
But I appreciate these 168, man. I'll be honest. We started from 0 to 160. That's 168% growth in one year, dude. In 1 year. Total views for the year, 1,045,235.
Oh, that's pretty good. We just hit 1 million a week ago.
Like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
It's 45,000 views in
Well, I'll tell you, it's about. Well, right now we're averaging 56,000 views
a week,
a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before, and we're actually a little bit low right now. Usually we're hitting between 77.
Well, I think there was a lull period where there was we didn't get to post when I was gone.
Yeah.
So there was that 2 weeks when it just
we took some time off and everything.
Yeah.
Total hours watched has been 2,671 hours.
Damn, and it's not me because I ain't watching it.
2,000 hours.
You know what I'm saying? There's some random people watching.
That's crazy, dude. Well, so how many videos? Let's see how many videos we've
That's
posted.
Days. Someone literally, if you leave it on, you want to just somebody, dude. Just fucking put this shit on repeat.
We could put it on. We could put it on that long.
But just for hours of just listening to it.
We could put it on for that long.
So you don't have social media.
I have TikTok, kind of.
So basically, what's been happening is I keep getting this guy on my feed all the time recently.
What's their name?
And his name is John something. He's a former CIA agent that
the Greek agent, yeah,
the whistleblower that kind of said some shit about torturing, and then he went to prison and whatnot.
Yes.
I see his stuff on all the time, and what a wild life!
All his stories. How much do you think is true?
How much do you think is true?
Yeah.
I feel I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I feel like it's he is a very, right there, John Carrico. I don't know. I'm pretty bad at
John Carrico.
There you go, Oscar. There you go. Yeah, that guy. He, his 7-8 books. Anyways, what a wild story, dude. He was a station chief. He was basically in line to be deputy director or something, or pretty close on there, and then that's when this shit blew up. But basically, the whole story is he, growing up, his whole thing was I want to be a spy. He dedicated his life to becoming a spy, and he became a spy. He got recruited by the CIA.
He manifested it, man.
Yeah, but he caught Abu Abzadi or Abadi or something.
One of the
a third in command for the Al Qaeda or something like that, or third in command of the Bin Laden hierarchy, which is crazy. He caught him, dude. He got him. Yeah. And one of his story was he knew for months that we were close. He's we went to a couple of times. We were so close. The sandwich was half eaten. The cigarette was still smoking. I was dang, this is some Hollywood movie.
The guy's a good storyteller. Yeah, he's good. At, I guess that's what makes people a little bit suspicious. Is just how he tells a story. It's this can't be real. You know what I mean? It's just it can't
I mean, I feel
what's the meme right now is get the hummus, where he talks about one of the torture where they're putting hummus up this guy's rectum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, dude, you know what I see all the time is
wild stories, dude. Wild stories.
It are these memes of Marco Rubio in all these different outfits, right? So like, a couple of weeks ago when we did the Venezuelan thing, was like, it was him in like Maduro's like military outfit, and he's gonna be the next like the president of Colombia, Venezuela, and then after the guy the cartel guy died, he was like the head of the cartel, like he's just sitting there on like Scarface, and they keep making the same meme. And then after the Khomeini was taken out, he was the next supreme leader. I was like, dang, like they're just like trolling the shit out of him.
Marco. I've been pretty impressed with Marco Rubio, so far. I think he's done a fairly kind of. I mean, like, even though I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'll tell you this.
Objectively speaking, like if we're looking at this like from like geopolitics kind of perspective of like people playing chess and like lives don't matter and things don't matter, then like these are logical kind of decisions of like take away resources from your enemies and control those resources, take away people who could be like and doing it swiftly and quickly.
It makes it seem like, okay, like the Venezuela thing was, they knew they were going to do this operation and attack Iran. Like they had this planned. And they said, we got to get some ducks in a row before we actually do that.
Yeah.
Because
if Venezuela's there, then, well, that's where China could get it, right?
Right. So, yeah. So they, like, went and did that. So now they got a foothold there. And then now they did this. You're just constricting China of their oil.
Yeah.
And then, like...
Well, and then, but it's just, you control someone's resource kind of thing. It's like, and that's a lot of power.
Yeah, dude. That's why Japan attacked the United States. That's why Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. Did you know that?
Is it because...
It was the oil embargo that the United States placed in Japan. And they basically didn't have enough oil anymore to basically run their empire because they weren't getting anything. And they said, we gotta attack
We have
them.
no other option kind of thing.
Yeah, and then that's why they did it.
Well, there you go.
And now, like,
here we are. Repeat thing, yeah.
So...
Are we just, what's the saying? History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like they got the weapons of mass destruction out there.
That changes everything.
They were about to get us.
Who?
Iran. Like,
dude, low key, like, come on. I don't know. It's like,
well,
how much does the United, like you mentioned this, how much does the United States actually think about Iran and like these?
I think if you take a survey of like the, like let's say 1,000 survey at random places in the United States, right? And they ask you like, and then they tell you to like list priorities and see where Iran would come in that priority. I don't think it would rank on that list.
Well, I mean, it's not like
the average American doesn't care.
I guess in the sense of like the United States, whatever United States is interest is right there. I don't think the common United States American says they have that same self-interest, right? It's like, no, I mean, if Iran wants to do their things, then they do their things. If they don't want to do those things, well, they could change it. They have that prerogative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we think of Persians are like, I mean, the people who live in Los Angeles and the people who live here, and there's a lot of like it really doesn't seem like an enemy state. Is like we have a lot of like flow of Persians throughout here.
Wasn't it the CIA that put Khomeini in power? Wasn't it like the CIA that basically started the revolution?
No, I think the Shah was pretty pro.
Well, he was going to nationalize the oil. Then they said,
that's a bad word. You can't say that.
Yeah, and then they said, no. And they started some like insurrection. But then, like, this is not how they envisioned.
It got out of hand. Yeah.
Well, then a person they didn't expect to be in power came in power, right? And they probably thought, hey, some guy, nice guy, was gonna come in power and like just play ball, and he didn't even come play ball. Like,
quite the opposite. I don't know the full story about like the Israeli Revolution, to be honest.
I mean, I
know a lot of people who like left Iran because of that Israeli like revolution, and they started their lives elsewhere. Iranian, excuse me. But it's so like I know it's super prevalent, but there's a lot of people.
What I didn't know was that guy, the old leader, not Khomeini, but like the first guy, the guy who started it. I think his name is also like Khamenei or something like that. Pretty close. I don't know. But this dude basically ran the entire revolution on basically on YouTube, basically, if you could do that back then, right? So he was in France. So he had been exiled. So he'd been living in France for like 20 years. And then he basically started the revolution from France. And eventually, when it was safe to come back, he came back. So he was doing a lot of like, TV, like propaganda, a lot of like mails and like whatnot, like pamphlets and stuff. But that's crazy. Like he won it without like being, you know what I mean? Without being in the country type of shit.
That is, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I wonder if that's like why the United States has so much fear as far as like around propaganda and all that stuff kind of coming, like the incels here, not incels. Well, I guess incels.
I realize like through this like stuff, how much like propaganda plays into like warfare, right? Like right now, right? Like, we obviously they're telling us
nothing is going wrong, everything is perfect kind of thing. We got everything under control kind of.
Right. So, but like, is it really like, am I wrong to ask questions? Like, am I wrong to be like, hey, like, what's happening? Is everything...
This doesn't feel like Venezuela. Venezuela was like real
what is
quick,
the
like,
damage of all the U.S. bases? They attacked like almost every single U.S. base in the Middle East, right? What is the damage? Hundreds of billions is probably like accurate. Think about that. Like, it's hundreds of billions in infrastructure that needs to be rebuilt. Like that's a money that's not going to be spent here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like what? So
that's crazy to kind of think about. Like, I mean, that's how like as a military base, like, but they not. I don't know. I don't want to say that they weren't prepared, but like, were they not expecting to? Like...
Well, I think what it showed ultimately was like the United States really like doesn't give a shit about its allies in the Middle East outside of Israel. You know what I mean? Like they didn't really go and protect like all these other bases that were being attacked in other countries, right? Like all the focus was switched into like just protecting Israel, like, But like those are our boys, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like what?
Yeah, I mean, Iran attacked everybody, which I don't understand why they did that. To be honest, like, why did they
to put pressure into the U.S. to stop the war?
I don't see how that would put pressure on the United States. I feel like that would just add more, like, give them more reason to continue. They said, look, they're attacking you guys. Let me help you. I'll take this out. No,
but like, it's not that easy though, right? Like, you can't just be like, we'll take them out. Well, you haven't. It's been 7 days, 8 days, whatever.
Well, I mean, but if you start getting the help and different resources from these people, you say, well,
there's a chokehold on the resource. You can't get food in and out of the Strait of Hormuz. 80% of the food for the Middle East, you can't grow anything there. Think about this, right? Think about all the food that comes into the Middle East comes from the Strait of Hormuz. So how much food do you have to continue this, right? At some point, the rubber is gonna meet the road of like we're not gonna be able to eat. The longer this drags out, right? Like it just ultimately becomes like a thing of attrition. So like you went for a regime change, it didn't like, I don't know, he killed him. It didn't happen. It's like, I think that you were hoping like you kill him and then a bunch of people on the street were gonna come out and be like,
take it over,
but like it seems like their structure's still in place. Like, it didn't like really like do too much. So,
and I mean, Afghanistan and Pakistan also waged war against each other.
I saw that. That's just like not a fair fight.
Well, I mean,
I feel like it's like one guy has a nuke and the other guy doesn't.
Well, literally. But
also, I think like Pakistan is far more superior in its military capabilities than Afghanistan. That
100%.
Just are still in shambles from like years and years of just like
occupation.
Yeah. So But they got all the stuff we left back, I guess. Like,
they got some stuff, but still, yeah. I mean, against Pakistan, that invest heavily into their military and everything like that.
Right, they have imminent threat from India, so they have to be
they're
on high alert all the time, right? Like they were always in some skirmish, some BS going on.
Apparently, that's like part of the reasons. Like India's been paying like every proxy war,
Well, again, like I feel like where oil, right? I think it ultimately just comes down to like oil, dude.
Also, like let's say Iran falls, right? Where else is the oil coming? United States and
if it
Russia.
falls, then like you got it. It's gonna come from there.
I know, but where does Russia get the they have their own oil?
They have their own oil. They can't sell anything. They're sanctioned, right? I think that's the biggest thing right now. But like so,
but they could get into China. They have borders.
Yeah. I think Russia does get its oil like from Russia, a certain percentage. India buys a lot of Russian oil on the cheap.
I mean, they're so close.
Yeah. So, but again, it's end of the day, like you can't drink oil, right? Like you need water and food.
Sure.
So, like, you are putting a chokehold on a trade route that is vital for, Southeast Asia, vital for the entire Middle East, vital for a lot of countries going into like Europe. Like it's like think about like I'm pretty sure like Saudi Arabia, like the oil that comes out of Saudi Arabia comes from the Strait of Hormuz, right? So it's not just Iranian oil. It's like how much of the world's oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz?
I think it's like 20%.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Imagine like tomorrow there's a 20% crash. That's a recession.
Yeah.
The
thing I didn't think about was like how Southeast Asia also pushes to Europe through the Strait of. They have to go through that side because that's so close, right? Instead of going all the way around.
On the Cape and all that. That's too far of
a journey. Yeah. Unless, I mean, again, there's opportunity for someone to kind of have that trade route open,
I know this person, and she's a flight attendant from Nepal, and stuck in Qatar.
Because no fly zone right now.
There's no fly zone, yeah.
That's scary.
So they were posting some stuff about, like, potentially getting a visa to Saudi Arabia and then going from Saudi Arabia to, like, back via different, like, like not through the fly zone.
Like, go around or something like that.
But, like, you can't even take off in Qatar. Like,
Sure. And Qatar's, like, in the middle of it. It's you're super close and everything like that. That's so crazy.
You don't get shot down for, like, being you don't know right now. Like, what if they shoot down a passenger plane, Like, it's...
Even Dubai got hit, man.
Dubai got hit, yeah.
That's crazy. So many people were like, no, Dubai's a spot. This place is so nice, so safe and everything. But...
So you know how the
bombs.
There was I keep saying the Luffy thing, but the whole thing in Nepal that happened a couple of months back.
Yeah, the revolution.
The revolution. So they had election today.
Yeah.
After like so many months, like they finally they're gonna now they had election, now they're gonna rewrite the constitution and all that stuff.
What changed?
What do you mean what changed?
Like what like maybe.
So what happened was like there was that whole riot that went down. They killed a bunch of students, and the people were pissed.
Can we take one step back? Why were they rioting in the first place again? Was it
they shut down Facebook, dude? Yeah, well, I think it was a lot of
so they don't they can't share news and everything. They're trying to suppress,
it was something like that. It was like shutting down social media, and there was a lot of hypocrisy of like kids of politicians living this lavish life, and like the people are not. So there's a huge unemployment rate amongst like younger people. It's usually the same shit that why revolutions happen in the first place, right? Like,
sure, yeah.
Younger generation does not have anything to do. They feel like they have been like
left behind, forgotten. Right?
Yeah. So it started small, but then like people died. Like 20, 30 people died. They opened fire. Like it was a massacre. Like right. And then basically what happened is they started like just going and like just doing their shit, doing the revolutionary shit.
They burned the palace.
Yeah. And then after that, the prime minister left
the country.
I don't know. He was gone for like.
I remember reading he went to like Pakistan or something like that. Yeah,
like, no one knows. But I don't know where he went. But anyways, he and then they put in a temporary leader just to see through the election, like a trusted, like an old judge. They put like one of the highest woman judge, and she ran the acting government until the election. And now they just had the election today. But like they want this guy to win. Well, most of the younger folks, right? They want this younger guy to win, who had been the mayor of Kathmandu for like a couple of years. He's a rapper. He's an old rapper turned into a politician. And they want him to become prime minister. They want a younger person to lead the country. But I think it's more just it's a shift of power, right? Like it's a thing that will happen everywhere. At some point, like the younger generation will take power from the older people, right? Mm-hmm. It's happening here. Like we're coming to a point where more and more younger people, your and mine, class, they are realizing just the total shit show of the government and who actually runs it, right? And a lot of people are like kind of waking up to this stuff and like, hey, like we're actually like just run by these PACs and like super PACs and like so again, I think my whole thing is like there should be a age limit on
being a politician, kind of thing.
Yeah, dude. Like you
can be a lifetime politician.
No. You should not be like. There should be like let's say like the medium age of your group. Like let's say the medium age of your constitution, like the medium age of the people you're representing, right? Mm-hmm. Plus 10 years. That's it. Because after that, you're too far removed. You are supposed to
the median age.
Let's say like, let's say the state of California, right? The median age of California is like, let's say 45, right? So the governor or the state representatives on all these people can only be 10 years from that age, right? Then you have true representation of the people that you represent.
I mean, I'm okay with 20 years.
Sure, whatever the number is. 20 years out. Well, sure.
10 years is like...
But like, also they should put a cap on like the upper age limit too. Like, if you are old enough that the government thinks you're old to collect Social Security, you shouldn't be able to run for office. You know what I mean? Like, you decrepit old fucks. Like, get out.
Oh, but that's ages, man.
I don't care. Like, it's not true democracy then. You know what I mean?
But then you have a group of people that, well, yeah, I guess...
It's not.
That's only for politicians. That only applies to politicians.
Yeah, it's not. You should be.
But then you have no representative who's representing that geriatric.
We'll take care of you. You know what they do to kids under 18? We'll take care of you.
Dude, that's what.
No, that's what.
Trust me, bro, is not like a good.
Isn't that what happens? You don't let kids vote, and I don't think you should let people that are older than a certain age vote or like run for office. So sure, you can vote, whatever, but you shouldn't be able to run for office because. You're senile, dude. Like, the fuck out of here. There's this guy, right? Like, what's his name? Mitch McConnell or something? Dude, for the love of God, like, he shouldn't be in office.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
what are we doing?
Even Joe Biden, I mean, he was fairly
like,
old.
You should, like, why do you want, like, you're 80 years old, dude. Like, come on. Like, let somebody else, let a younger guy do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let somebody, like, fresh ideas, dude. Like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of like...
It won't happen, dude. Just like they won't release the Epstein files. It's not going to happen. I think there was some sort of a vote today, and it got shot down. And I might not be saying this correctly, but it was like in regards to releasing like... something about like Congress... being God, so you see what it was a fuck. How I'm not saying this properly, probably, but it was basically protecting, pedophiles, protecting fucked up like people that are fucked up. It was basically they said if a politician has done something bad, you have to release that type of stuff, and they all voted no. It's like, what? So it's like you're telling me that like only 19 people or like 20 people voted no on it. Everybody was like, no, we're not gonna pass this shit. Like, get out of here. Like, but it's like, dude, like what? That means you clearly have done something wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who are you protecting? Like,
that is suspicious, don't you think? Yeah. Hold on, I want to see what was voted on today. That just so we don't.
Maybe it was yesterday. Last 2 days. Say. What was voted in the House? The House in the last 2 days.
Let's find out.
Is this like deep research, dude?
No,
okay.
No,
go back. No, go down.
So the war powers resolution on Iran failed. Would have forced president to withdraw U.S. forces.
I mean, he wasn't going to pass it anyways. He would veto it, right? It would have to go to the president. It's failed in the Senate.
Department of Homeland Security.
No, not that.
That passed.
Yeah, that passed, yeah. I also think, like, none of this shit matters anymore.
I think it all matters.
No, they're saying, like, they...
Dude, it's the things that when you're not paying attention, that's what it is. Smoke and mirrors, man. Don't forget.
No, but think about it. They passed a law to release...
We're all looking at the shiny thing, and that's when they take everything.
Like, they passed a law to release all the files, and they didn't. They just said, we're not going to do it. Like, they just said, we're not going to do it. Like, what? Like, that should be, like, a fireable fucking offense. Like, you should not be in office anymore. They should take your fucking...
The only thing you could do right now is, like, keep them in litigation. Hopefully they don't destroy anything and try to see it once you're out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But...
Was it today?
Ethics resolution, transparency motion sends a measure to committee that would preserve, potentially release records related to House ethics.
Oh, this was it. Oh, so it failed on the Senate then? Is it today?
Maybe.
Well, ask... Copy that?
What?
Copy that. Yeah, copy that and ask if it passed in the Senate. Why would, like, people not be down to pass a Transparency Act? Like, I don't understand. Like,
yeah, the third one almost, like, 357 plus. Everyone voted for that one.
No. See? Pieces of shit.
No, it did not go to Senate at all.
Oh, it hasn't. So it did it even, like, it didn't pass?
The measure you mentioned, House resolution, is only to apply to the House itself. They deal with internal House procedures or rules. Because of that, the Senate does.
So it did pass?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Good, dude.
65 people did not vote in favor of it.
Why? Prosecute those people, dude. Like,
what this means practically, because it was for the committee, the records were not automatically released. This committee can review it, modify it, or let it die without action. Oh, which sounds kind of crazy.
what does it say?
It said no, it never went to Senate. But what I don't understand is this. So, because it was referred to committee, the records were not automatically released, and the committee can review it, modify it, or let it die without action.
So it's like a little group of people get to see actually what happened.
Yeah, so they voted on kind of thing, yeah.
And then, I guess, dude, like, shit. It's crazy.
That would preserve and potentially release records related to the House ethics investigations involving sexual harassment allegations.
Dude, just release them, dude. These fucks. Like, what? I feel like all this should be public record. Like, you know? If something, like... If it is not, like confidential, like, classified information, you should fucking release it.
You know, they've already released all the files, and, like, people's lives... As they kind of say, like, we don't want to ruin lives. They've already done that by releasing the files.
Well,
but they've redacted everyone who's actually, like, an actual criminal and actually did anything wrong.
They didn't redact. They only redacted the criminals.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, like, everyone else looks back because, like, you knew Jeffrey Epstein. Right?
Yeah. Because you should redact the victims.
Correct.
And not...
Well, or the people who have nothing to do with it, you know, kind of thing. He's like, but... it's...
Did you see that thing about Bill Clinton? And he went to the, he had a hearing. He had a hearing in Congress or whatever. But they pulled out the file and they showed it to him, like pictures and stuff, and he's just reminiscing. He's like smiling. He's like, "Oh man, the good times." I was like, "God damn, dude, you sick fuck."
Well, no, it's like one of them in like a jacuzzi or something like that. Yeah, like,
and they try to take it, and he like pulls it back, like, "Give me this back!" Like, oh, and you can see like the look on his face, like, you know, he's like reliving that like thing. I was like, "God damn, you sick fuck, dude."
The smoothest hillbilly you ever know, dude. I mean, the Clintons were wild. I don't know, man. Everything right now seems like it's just. I just don't know what's going on in the world. It's like all moving super fast. And then there's AI, man. Don't forget about AI.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
I started using AI. Like again, we've been
Claude.
We've been injected in. Yeah, Claude, dude. Claude is wild.
Did you hear about the whole Claude and the DoD stuff? Right?
They lost their contract, yeah, because they didn't want to give them like the full.
Well, they didn't want to release the guardrails.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like that's an ethical thing, like.
Yeah.
You know, like, what if, like, that thing is pointed at us?
Yeah.
You know, like, what? And the ChatGPT OpenAI said, we'll do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We volunteer.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because, like, you're a non-profit fucking company. You piece of fucking shit.
They're for profit.
I know, but, like, your ethos of how you started out, you're a non-profit company. You built... Changed. Right. There's still a lawsuit about that. Yeah. Elon Musk is suing... OpenAI for that thing, but it's like where's like I feel like that like here's the thing, right? I am more afraid of AI than I am of Iran.
Straight up
facts.
Straight
you know, think about if there's an if there's a threat, an outside threat that is basically damaging to human society. It is not fucking Iran. I'm saying it's fucking AI, dude.
Hear me out. Do you think all this is kind of like timing? Look at Block firing 5,000 people specifically because AI has replaced their jobs. JP Morgan, or I think Morgan Stanley, one of those banks fired 2,000 people today. You know what a war needs? A bunch of people.
Shit. Man. I mean... I don't think it's related, but it's
coincidence? Like, I think not.
I mean, yeah, AI it's such a like. Here's the thing. I think this is an issue that companies like these large AI companies that sell seats is experiencing. So think about Salesforce, right? Salesforce sells you seats. Mm-hmm. That's how they make their money, right? You're selling AI now. The whole point of AI is to reduce duplicates, reduce redundancies, increase efficiency so you don't need labor, right? So when you introduce that, guess what happens? You reduce seats, right? You're not charging the same amount for these AI as you would for your normal seats for humans. So you effectively are losing money because you're creating the product that is killing your business. So how do you price this now? How do you price AI? Because the more effective it becomes, the less and less your own customers are going to need more seats. Right? Because I'm not going to buy more seats if AI can do 10 people's job. You know, like I only need 1/10 of my licensing from you.
No, I mean you bring up a good point. Like there is going to be like a point where they're kind of going to say, I don't think that is right now.
No, they're already facing this challenge. So they made a very, very big change on their terms of service.
Ooh.
Salesforce basically says now that you can't train on Salesforce data.
You
cannot train on your own data. That's what they're saying.
You are correct. It's weird.
So why would I, as a company, want to work with Salesforce, right? Like, because the whole if I can't.
Oh, see that. I mean, yes, yeah. They're playing chicken right now. You know what I mean? Because they I guess Salesforce. You're right. Mark Benioff probably sees that. He's like, well, unless they're sticky to our product and like they're already in ours, then we'll lose. They'll stop using Salesforce because they don't need as many salespeople. They don't, so like they have to be sticky in us, and we can then
Yeah, I mean it's a problem.
But I think he's going to fail because what you just said is like, well, I need this to work with all of my other tools that are plugged in with the AI. This is the only tool that's the outlier.
You cannot own someone else's data. You cannot tell me, this is probably going to go to the Supreme Court or something. This is going to, like you cannot tell me what I can or cannot do with my own data. Like, right? Like, Salesforce is a company. You cannot tell me that. Like, it's not your data.
You can give me a full export.
It's my data living in your platform. Like, that's absurd for you to say it's you. Like, like you can't train what?
Mm-hmm.
So I think people are going to start either canceling at masses, or a competitor is going to come in and say, you can do it on mine.
Yeah, I guess that is like room for opportunity of saying like, hey, we plug into AI, we work perfectly. You can have control of all your data. Yeah.
It's also like the idea of like, like it is happening. Like AI is reducing labor. Right, like
sure.
As much as like people are like, oh, like I'm not gonna take my job. Like, no, it will take your job. It will take. I think over time it will take most people's jobs. Yeah. Not now, maybe in the next 20 years. So, how do you make sure people don't die? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, I was talking with my girlfriend today, and I was like, well, I think that's going to create more value in like real life things.
Art.
Well, right? Things like art, real life experiences, things like where you're outside, maybe actually like gardening, growing things. It's like where you could say like, do you not die? Like, well, I could grow fruit. AI can't grow my vegetables. You know what I mean? It's like,
but AI will grow your like again.
But it'll be more like decentralized. Is kind of the thing. You know what I mean?
But like also a second thing is like, you're making all these things and you're reducing labor effectively. People don't have disposable income, but then who buys this? Your end customers are, end of the day, the whole world, right? People make stuff, and it's the consumers that consume it. The consumers don't have money because you are displacing the consumers. Who's gonna buy it? Right? It's a real
dichotomy.
And then I feel like you have to at some point start taxing the shit out of these AIs. Enormous amount of money.
Just so it could sustain everything else.
So that money just flows back into people, right? Ultimately. So you can run the machine. It's like a fucking a Ponzi scheme. You're giving the money, give it back. Because there's no other way. And then people like also won't have like, I think like what a lot of things in life is like, identity, right?
Yeah.
Like, you go to work, right? You work. You do a meaningful task, and you could hate your job or like your job, but like you have a purpose.
Sure. Yeah. No, right? People go into crisis.
The idea of not being able to do anything, because like, and people are gonna be, oh, it's travel all the time, but like.
You don't have any money to travel. What are you talking about?
This is a situation where we're in it.
Yeah.
Like
it's
like, what do you do? That's when people start going to Mars, dude. Like the expansion, like
I want to go north.
Yeah, like you gotta like start like living on the edge. But I don't know, like what happens? Like, because there will come a point where like you will have enough robots to do almost everything, like all labor, right? Like, who's gonna build the electric field? The robot is. We're not that far off. Like, if you look at some of these robots that like can move like this, right? Like, how far are we away from
like iRobot,
those robots being fully integrated into like the working environment?
Oh, the working environment. I mean, technically, robots are already there, right?
Yeah, but like those are just like, like
their arms and things like that.
But yeah, but I'm talking about like a humanoid.
They're starting to sell ones for your home.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so like, that's gonna put a lot of people out of business because those at that point isn't just a robot for your home. you can download an electrician, you can download a plumber, you can basically, you're just downloading stuff now. Like, so why do you, like, you know what I'm saying? The need for jobs just, you know, keeps going away. Again, it might not happen in, you know, like 10, 15 years, 20 years maybe. Like, you know, like there will come a point where like, oh crap, like ton of people. And then I guess we just reached the point, you know?
Do you think building skills on the AI is going to be the thing then? It's like the one who teaches it to do
no, because they're going to teach them.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, it's like
it's a thing. Circle. Like I think like the whole like going to Mars, right? I think we talked about this like a few months back. It's like once their whole goal is they're going to take hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of these robots. They're going to send them to Mars. And some of these robots, their job is to simply fix robots that are broken, right? And in Mars, you will have all the resources. So, you know, metal, you know, things to build stuff. Mm-hmm. You can tell those guys to go create. You've seen The Martian, the movie? Mm-hmm. And he goes and creates this, like, farm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, the robot...
Do that inside.
Yeah, they can go build that 24/7. In like 5 years, you could build a whole city because they're working 24/7.
Less than 5 years, they could. A whole city. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like, think about that. Like that's a, and then they can fix themselves. They're broken. They can fix. First thing they'll do is build a factory to make more robots to work faster.
Yeah.
And
to produce. Yeah.
So it's like again, this is all like. It's. I think a lot of it's like people. It's too scary. I think to even think about. Like a lot of people, and then that's where you get the pushback. Like, work with my hands. Like what? Are we that far removed that like you think like your job is safe? Like what?
Yeah, I mean everything's gonna be
I think it is going to be like the white collar jobs is going to be the first one that gets taken. I think the jobs that are like programming and like these things are like exponentially growing. Like right, the AI coder is getting better like daily.
And so it's learning.
It's learning, right? Yeah. And even if it's not like self-learning, there's enough knowledge that exists in the world that you can just download it into its like memory.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't need to learn new ideas yet, right? It can just exist with the ideas it has and make decisions.
I'll tell you what, man. We've been using it for the past year, and it has changed and it's gotten so much better than just a year ago.
Yeah,
it's insane how much is like it's insane. Like it's moving so fast right now, and you're right. It's like it's taking over things, and I don't know. Part of you makes it feels like it's going to be like Armageddon, where I guess the next steps would be. You're right. The economy crashes. No one's there to buy it, but the machines are still running the show, kind of thing. We become
nothing. We just
poverty, and then we start kind of becoming the machine sees us as parasites.
Goddamn clankers,
and then it kills us. You know what I mean? It's like literally Armageddon.
I don't think I don't think like
we have to go hiding into the underground.
I think we're very far away from like this AGI type of stuff. Self-thinking AI. I think we're still like decades away from just this sentient AI type of being, right?
I don't think we're decades away anymore.
No,
I think it'll happen within the decade.
But I mean, I guess if that happens, then yeah, like death, we're terminated. But think about it. Have you seen this thing? So they ran a bunch of on all three of these big models, Gemini, Claude, OpenAI, they ran a war game theory. So basically, you run a bunch of simulations of this current war, right? Not war. This is not a war. This current situation, and every single time AI said just nuke them. That is the most optimal solution, it said. What happens when eventually these things you want to remove guardrails,
and then you apply it to real world stuff.
Yeah, if you remove guardrails, then what if AI is hallucinating? It's this is sneezes and bombs get released.
Like, I mean, that's really the scary thing, because as you're going through it, like right now, there's guardrails in the sense like it asks you like, hey, is this allowed? Hey, is this allowed? And you could easily just say like, always allow. Yeah. And now everything, and that's a big fear with like coding right now, because if you do always allow, it could push anything into your code base, and you could,
it's fucking horrible.
It could erase everything, kind of thing. But there was what happens to like what you just said right now, where it's like you connect it to your system to launch missiles, and now all of a sudden, boom, it's just launching things without you, because you got lazy, and humans will inherently become lazy.
Amazon, you can probably look it up. This has happened in Amazon a couple days ago, maybe. So this AI was given authority, and it basically said your current how you're working and how your setup of like how you're doing things is not optimal, and it went and deleted everything. And Amazon went down for like hours.
That's you lose business for that.
But it's like yeah, I mean, it takes a junior level, person to be like, oh, auto approve, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to have some, but right now, like, unfortunately, because it's so new, there's not that many guardrails you can kind of put into place. The guardrails are put there, but people become lazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Unless you fully remove that, but then it's like
one of the biggest issues that we're seeing in our field is like bot attacks. Right? And a lot of the companies I talk to right now are like, they don't know how to distinguish between good bots and bad bots that are coming. So when I say a good bot is like OpenAI, let's say you open up OpenAI and said, buy me a ticket, like an agentic bot, right? Like, say, okay, buy me a ticket to Barcelona for X date, and it has access to your bank. That bot goes to Expedia, tries to buy some shit, right? You as Expedia, you don't know if that's a good bot or bad bot. The only thing you do is we're going to block all bots.
Sure.
But we're moving into the age of like agents having authority to deploy and do stuff on behalf of a human. So you need to be able to figure out how you can identify these bots that are good bots versus like malicious bots that are coming to like do harm, or like do like DDoS attacks and like come and do like think of a word right now, but come and do any type of like the credential stuffing type of stuff, right? Like
you think all these companies are going to have to make like the connectors and everything like that, so it's like it's a direct thing, like for instance like
well, there are companies now that are out that have products that, like we developed a product that can distinguish 100% of good and bad bots. Right?
So you already have that solution.
We actually see more bots than Cloudflare, than Akamai, and actually spot it. Right? So it is only going to get more and more with how advanced, like, sophisticated these bots get to, right? Because, like, think about the good bots, right? The bad bots are also evolving at the same rate as those good bots are, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to figure out a way to, like, falsely put identity, like, make it seem like it's the good bot. Like, that's possible.
Yeah.
So
that's such a trip. I mean, because, like, how do you have that solution? It's like, unless there's like a special tag that AI puts on it that you guys can just filter against that tag.
It's not.
If you create that filter, it's like that's also not easy to kind of just parse through that data quickly.
Yeah, I mean, not going too detailed and kind of telling people where I work.
Yeah. But it's an interesting problem.
It is definitely it's doable because every single thing on the internet leaves a trace.
Everything you do.
Like, let's say you install a thing on your computer, that leaves a trace, right? Like, let's say, so we identify like hundreds of different device signals, and because of that, we're able to identify if this is a robot or a human or a good bot or whatnot, right? Like, and again, kind of simplifying this, but they basically have developed a product that allows you to see at the code level, I guess, if that bot is like if it's a good bot or bad bot and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's crazy, you know.
It's a trip.
It is. And again, I think we're just a couple more years from just getting fucked by AI.
We're all gonna lose our jobs. I don't know, man.
You heard about Albania, right? No. They have a AI minister. Did you hear about that?
No.
So they are the first country in the world to have a parliament person, a minister, who is an AI. And basically it has done wonders for Albania to fight corruption. It's just on just think about okay, this whole thing with Kristi Noem stuff, right? Like putting AI into your procurement process to best find deals and stuff like that, or figure out where corruption is going. Like again, someone explained to me, why does a paperclip that the government buys that costs $100 if you buy it at a store cost you $90,000?
Yeah.
It's like there's so many levels and tranches of procurement and people that need to get paid that make money off this, where it should be the paper company and then the government. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here?
They should get the best price. Yeah, it should be cheaper than when I could get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and because I'm buying in such a volume, and then I'm the fucking government. Some discounts need to be added on top. That's how
they pay a premium. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But they're paying not just 10,000% premium, which is crazy. Because you're robbing the people.
Sure.
This
is crazy. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, Albania does have this AI
minister, dude.
Yeah.
I wonder what the how it's doing in 2026. It's probably hallucinating and shit. What's the what does it look like? Dolly. Oh, it looks like a real person. Yeah. It's 13 months old, dude.
Well, the person. Well, I guess apparently someone sued them because they said you used my voice, and actress Anila Bisha sued the Albanian government claiming her voice and face were used for the AI avatar.
Oh, dang.
Beyond the agreed upon contract.
So that's she's just trying to make more money, dude. Get the bag, dude. Get the bag.
These guys. Oh no, she probably because I guess this was part of Albania government services. So it was a thing before, and then they said, you know what, they did such a good job as a virtual assistant, we promoted it to government minister.
But how far are we from having this type of stuff here, and how much exposure, how much is it going to expose the government?
Maybe they wouldn't for that reason. Maybe this is the test dummy. If they, I don't know.
But as a people, wouldn't you want this?
100%.
That's what I'm saying. All government accounting should be on a ledger, you motherfucker. I should be able to see what you're spending my money on.
Yeah. Why? Where is it going to whom, and why, and everything like that? I mean, there is public budgets that actually is public knowledge.
Yeah, but there's a ton of classified shit. I don't need to know. I guess I do need to know. Where the fuck are you?
Where you buy
if
the
you're
parts
building,
for,
10
bomb.
billion bombs, I want to know why are you having so many?
What do you know that I don't know?
People
Yeah.
What?
Why don't you? Yeah. That's a good question. Why are we sending $80 billion to Israel, to all these countries, all these places, when people here are homeless or they have to pay for their health care? $1 million for if you have cancer sometimes. What the fuck? It's
dude,
it's all these things. It's that you could easily.
No, here's my fucking gripe, dude. And Nick Fuentes said this too, but it's people voted for this guy, right? On the premise of he's going to release the files, all of it. He's going to not start a new war. He's going to, create better tax system for the middle class, put more money back in the middle class pocket. And none of those happened. He didn't release the files. He's still not releasing the files. We are inches away from declaring full war. And you give tax breaks to the rich. Bro, what? What's going on? That's crazy.
It's quite the opposite. Yeah, literally, like yeah.
And then like the whole like the immigration stuff, right? Like I think that's a whole different situation, you know. And that's a mixed opinion. Like some people say you did a good job, some people say you did a bad job. But that even that aside, right?
Everything was handled terribly.
Right, it's like what? Like again, I think the main thing is like people didn't want new. You were the guy that said they weren't gonna bring new wars. You said that. Like fuck. You know, all the other stuff like you're gonna give tax breaks to the rich. Like I probably knew that was gonna happen. Like you know, but the Epstein file, right? Like,
yeah. You ran on that. So many people ran on that, right? The Kash Patel, the what's her stupid face, the Attorney General, the
Pam
Bondi.
Yeah, I mean, again, so it's just like the hypocrisy, the corruption is so wild.
They would never introduce AI to change it.
But again, I think that's where like
my
thing is like there will come like I told my friend in my last job, and I didn't like the way kind of like a leadership was doing their thing, right? Like I think they were doing a horrible job, and I can't do anything. I just work there, you know.
Sure.
But I told them there will come a time when I and you are in that position, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only 34. My time will come.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
All these old people are gonna retire.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen. It's gotta wait. And I think that's it is. But you know, if we go to war and World War III starts, you know,
maybe not.
How much can you wait, right? So,
dude, also like apparently gravity is supposed to stop for like 7 hours or 7.
Stop. That would kill everyone. What is this nonsense?
In November.
I haven't heard about this. 2012 stuff.
Kind of.
Gravity stopping? How does gravity just stop? The sun has to move. No? I don't know too much about physics, but I think the sun has to move for it to alter our gravity. Or something so large has to come close to the sun.
I don't know. Let's find out. A bizarre change.
Dude, it'd be so cool if we could just fly. Like, imagine we just, like, Hulk and shing! I want to go to Irvine. I could just, like, leap and just go to Irvine. Like
straight Luffy status. Yeah. Never mind.
No, it's fake, dude. I feel like that would kind of, like, that would trump this Iran business. I'll tell you that. Like, if they said, hey, the gravity's going to shut off tomorrow, like, I think that everyone would be like, oh, like, all this stuff doesn't matter.
Dude, that's what it said. 7 seconds. According to the viral post, NASA is secretly
seconds?
getting ready for a catastrophe.
7 seconds would just, like, what would happen?
It said 40 minutes.
Go ask Chad, dude. Ask Chad what would happen if we didn't have gravity for 10 seconds. Like, yeah. Like, if the Earth
didn't have gravity
for 10 seconds.
It says 7 seconds.
Oh, whatever.
Let's find out.
Imminent death.
If Earth suddenly had zero gravity for 7 seconds, the effects would be chaotic, but surprisingly not instantly apocalyptic. The danger would mostly come when gravity suddenly returns.
Oh, people that are flying? Oh,
yeah. Let's walk through what would happen. Everything not attached would start floating immediately. Damn, so you gotta be attached to something.
Well, like, with the ground wouldn't, like, the house wouldn't move up, right?
If it's
not like gravity, like, would the house move up?
No, I mean, I'm sure it's attached fairly well to the ground. That like,
so okay, then like, I guess if you're inside the house, you could live, but like, you could still like go to the ceiling and fall. You could die. That's a 12-foot, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
still hurt yourself. If
you're
outside,
if you're on your living room, you fucking die.
If you're outside, you're fucked.
If you're outside, yeah. What else does it say? Water and
cars, furniture, loose objects.
Stop. If cars are gonna fly, then
see, that could be the danger of your house. Like the cars falling into your house.
Dude, I just think the top of your roof's gonna start fucking undoing.
You think it's gonna pull it off? Water in lakes, cups, pipes, pools would start lifting upward. the atmosphere would begin to expand.
Dude,
upward.
the Earth is 75% water. What do you think would happen if you displace 75% of? Ask that.
The oceans and atmosphere would begin moving. Water, air would start moving upward slightly. Begin gravities would hold them down, but 7 seconds is short. So, oceans would not leave Earth. The atmosphere would not escape.
Well,
However,
it doesn't need to leave Earth. How far up would it go, and what would be the fallout of it landing?
When gravity returns, the water slams back down, causing giant waves, flash flooding,
tsunami,
pressure shocks. Yeah,
dude, it'd be over.
Yeah,
it would be the biggest tsunami the Earth has ever seen.
Probably, in every direction.
Yeah, because it's all covered by water. Because you can have those giant ice caps like come up too, like those that are in like Antarctica and stuff. Like,
Earth would actually slightly deform. It would trigger global disasters, but it wouldn't trigger global disasters, but it would cause earthquakes, volcanic pressure changes. Yeah.
Okay, now what would happen in like 15 seconds? Is it over? Do it for 30 seconds. 30 seconds would end the world, dude.
What could take away gravity for that long? That's crazy.
I mean, that's not that. Like another large thing gets close to the Earth.
And it pulls the gravity that way?
Yeah. It's not that crazy of a thing that could happen.
It would be far more catastrophic. Large-scale motion of ocean, atmosphere, vehicles, people to develop, and when gravity returns, the planet would experience a global-scale destruction.
Yeah.
The moment gravity disappears, everyone instantly becomes weightless. Any small push, wind, or motion sends you drifting upward. Loose objects, obviously. Okay, so the oceans would begin lifting off the planet. The top layer of the ocean would begin rising. Waves, water columns would form. Billions of tons of water start drifting upward. And then the water crashes back down. Enormous mega tsunamis form. Coastlines would be devastated.
30 seconds. It's not even that long. It's just 30 seconds.
The atmosphere started lifting, expanding. People would not suffocate immediately because 30 seconds is short. But after a while, you start suffocating.
From flying so high?
Just from the atmosphere being sucked away. The atmosphere expands upward. Winds become chaotic. Pressure gradients collapse. People will not suffocate immediately, but 30 seconds is short.
Damn, dude. And then
infrastructure would experience smashes. Yeah, dude. Everything dies at that point.
Yeah, it would be over, dude. Yeah. All the animals would die.
If it happens for 1 second, barely noticeable. 7 seconds, some injuries. 30 seconds, global disasters. 5 minutes, oceans and atmosphere begin escaping Earth. Earth no longer exist at that point.
Yeah, 5 minutes would be devastating, dude. I think 7 seconds would create massive, massive issues.
7 seconds is a good chunk of time.
7 seconds would create massive issues.
I don't think, like it says, I don't think it would be as it would be big problems, but I don't think it would be like
I think coastal cities would all flood.
Maybe, yeah. I don't think it would be
because think about it, like in
30 seconds, like that water.
You can get up to 8-9 foot in 7 seconds. The water could rise 8-9 foot.
Sure.
That 8-9 foot of water coming back down at the same time would create such large waves.
Just immediately out.
Immediately will wipe out like all the coastal places.
Sure. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hopefully that doesn't happen. Thank goodness it's just a viral post.
What an asshole who made that post, dude. How does the Economic Times support it's this type of nonsense that kills journalism, dude? You know what also is sad nowadays? What? You don't have great journalists.
You know Economic Times is in India though?
Is it? Yeah. Do you get that feeling? We do not have great journalists anymore.
I think it's hard, man. It's hard to, in a world of... I think journalism has changed, to be honest. It's not necessarily like a writer because people don't read.
Where do you go to get your news?
Well, people go to TikTok, Instagram, videos. I mean, it sounds terrible, but in a world that's where people were going to consume, because before people used to go to TV, right? CNN, Fox, things like that. It's the worst too. Well, yeah, those are the quickest and easiest. The majority of people will go to that source, right? Other sources, again, are like articles, things like that.
I mean, I
think like The Economist still has good writers and things like they still have good like stuff that comes out. But
I typically go to like a really really like right wing person, and then I'll go to like the most left wing person, and I'll listen to both of their
and
things,
just compare in the middle.
And I'm like, all right, like this is kind of let's divide this in half. It's kind of like probably where we're at, like. He's probably lying, and so is he.
Try to find your own proof out of all of it. I mean, that's the way to do it, I guess. Yeah. Is Nasher going to hit?
I also think they need like a person to run, like like an independent to run for president. Like think about a guy that's like Republican, right? And then and then he chooses his like running mate as like a Democrat, and they both go on a ticket to run for president. And I feel like that is the type of person that will effectively bring change.
When they purposely say like we'll have a two-party.
No, you need an independent to win. Mm-hmm. But it has to be independent that's so everyone's so like
well liked.
Yeah. Like and that's probably the only way you can effectively like drain the swamp.
Well, I mean, I guess like the system is so old that it's so ingrained in so many different things. There's so many like old ways of thinking where you have to kind of start fresh, and the only way to start fresh is to have something kind of completely new.
Yeah, and I don't even think like I feel like I haven't even heard like has there been an independent that has gotten like 1% of the vote? Like that's even rare. Like I'm sure there has.
That Bush Theodore Roosevelt. Teddy, he ran under the Buffalo Party or the... it wasn't any of the other parties.
Yeah, right there. No. Like some of these old guys can't count, dude. Like George Washington wasn't independent. Like, like... I feel like it's very like above 1%. Like you're a goat if you get above 1%.
Joe Jorgensen got more than 1%.
That's crazy.
Jill Stein.
2000. Who's that green? 2%. That's pretty good.
Ralph Nader.
Yeah, dude. Like that's the problem. This two-party shit is the problem too. Like why is there only two parties? Like who said who you know what I mean? Like
this guy ran that anti-Masonic party.
I feel like they should have like multiple parties within like the Senate and the House, right? So like let's say there should be a lot of smaller parties. Like coalitions of smaller parties that believe in like certain values. And then if you want to like go and make change, you got to go and like, get people on your side. But like two parties, it's just like it's bullshit, dude.
Yeah, but also having too many parties has too many people. You know what I mean? That's like.
Yeah, but then you can actually like have a person that doesn't have that many votes win. Elections would come down to like literally like hundreds of votes. Right now, it's just like most of the time it's like it doesn't really come down to that many. I mean, I guess. What do you think? Like, if you really, really look at it, right? The election comes down to 100,000 people. Did you know that? If you really go down to the fucking nitty gritty.
The past few years, yeah.
Yeah, because like think about all the states that are already called, right? Like the New York, the California, the Texas. Like, then you go down to these battleground states, right? And then within these battleground states, there are battleground like cities or zones, right?
Yeah.
Those are coming down to like thousands or hundreds of votes.
Sure. Yeah.
So and those are where like if 100,000 people are.
That's why it's a battleground state though, because it's like obviously it's like California, Texas are going to go certain ways, but it's a battleground state, so that's why it's like so.
I also don't like that idea of like 100% goes. I don't like the idea of like
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like that's stupid.
Sure, yeah, because if they won by 1%, and technically they won, does that really mean that that's a good representation? If half the population said no against it, and now you're voting,
you should get it based on your electoral percentage based on votes is how it gets divvied up.
Yeah.
So that way, you know what happens when that happens? Then presidents actually have to come to all the states. All the candidates actually have to come to all the states. Sure, they have to
convince all the people.
Right now, let's say, if you are a Democrat, you have no reason to come to California. If you're running for president, you're a Democrat, you don't need to come to California.
You already know you have it in the bag.
Right. Yeah. But that's not cool, dude.
It's one of the most populated cities in the world. It should be one of the first 100%. Places that every president goes to. Yeah.
And it's again, I feel like that's most of the time these guys are just spending a lot of their time in these battleground states. Fuck those battleground states, dude. This is what matters, dude.
Maybe that's a mistake that all of these people have been making. Is no, we're not going to go there because
well, if you can flip California, you probably can win.
But imagine that. Maybe if you spend 100% of your time trying to convince...
if you take California, Texas, Florida, and New York...
You won?
Have you won? I think that gets you to at least 200, right? And you can get 16, 17, or you can get 73 somewhere else.
Nevada, I'm sure, yeah.
But right, if you what are the 10 most populous state? California, Texas, Florida, New York, Georgia... Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, probably Virginia,
Wisconsin. Yeah,
no one's living in Wisconsin. Minnesota,
dude, Wisconsin's a battleground.
Washington.
Yeah,
all these battleground states are typically smaller states too.
Georgia. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know.
Do you think someone's ever won just outright, just cleared the board?
No.
No one, do you think, has ever won? Actually, I guess only George Washington won, unanimously.
I don't even think he won unanimously. No, there's probably one guy who said, I don't want to put that guy.
Look at the electoral maps. Can you look at elections? No, just look at just do a random year. Let's just do 1982. There you go. Boom. Didn't need to ask. What is it? Okay, go
Billy
back.
Clinton.
Go back. No. Click on that. No, click. No. Yeah, go down. Go up to the previous election. There should be a couple. Oh, isn't there a thing that tells you to go back to the? Oh, right here. All right. Oh, okay. Go back. This has got to be the closest one, right? He fucking mollywopped this dude.
Yeah. Every state but one did not vote for. Every state but Minnesota.
Dude, he got 13 votes.
Because he only got it because he's from Minnesota.
Dude, I wonder how close it was there. Wait, can you go down? Yeah, go down. Oh, he barely won.
He won by 4,000 votes.
Dude.
Last, dude. That's a trip. That's crazy.
Oh, that's wild, dude.
That is crazy.
Is he still alive? I don't think anyone's ever lost this bad.
No, he died in 1981. Oh, no, he was in office. Sorry, my bad. No, that's not correct.
You know what's crazy?
He died in 2021.
No one ever remembers vice presidents. Who has been the most influential? Dick Cheney, right?
No, George Bush. George Bush was a vice
president. But I don't remember George. You can't be the most recognizable vice president if you became president. You obviously was recognized enough to But I'm saying, who do you think was the most powerful vice president?
Probably Dick Cheney. Well, I mean, just because he was my lifetime, but Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney, right?
Yeah. Well, what was the guy? Wasn't he a vice president for a while? No, he was never vice president.
The secretary, what's his name?
Yeah. No, but he wasn't. Kissinger.
Yeah. I mean, he was pretty...
He was influential, but he was never vice president.
Yeah. Damn, that guy, that would have been crazy.
If he lost his own state. Reagan won almost 100%, dude. That's crazy.
I wonder how much was the popular vote.
Twice, dude.
No, this one, I mean...
Well, this is the first one.
Okay.
So he beat out Jimmy Carter and John B. Anderson. So this one was a little bit, still huge.
You know Minnesota is the only state that has never voted red? Did you know that?
We did not know that.
You learned
something.
Well,
they almost did with Reagan.
Almost.
But they felt bad. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that about Minnesota.
Minnesota's, yeah, that's crazy. It's the only state. That's why, dude. All this, all shit always goes down.
That's
Minnesota.
crazy that Ronald Reagan won. And look at the voter turnout. Look, okay, so these are all 50. Well, actually, only 55%. Oh, I could have sworn I just saw it was 75%. Never mind.
I think he had the most, right?
Yeah.
Go look it up. There's probably someone that had it. Abraham Lincoln. No.
Well, he had 54 million people in the popular vote.
Look at like 1863. So throwing out random year.
Hold on. I'm trying. 62 million. 69 million.
He won his second one. He won pretty fucking
65. No, still pretty close. 62, 65, 81, 74, 77, 75.
Well, the turnouts fucking has gone up. What look up like 1863 or 1854.
Oh, fuck.
You can't go that far back. Just type it out, dude. Just do it on search. Whatever.
What is it?
1854. Oh shit! There was actually the year. That was the year. This has to be Lincoln. Oh no! This is not the. Oh, it is.
No, it's Congress.
Okay, go to 52 then.
President? No. Yeah.
Oh shit! Like I was like, what is that gray area, dude? Damn, dude. I wonder what was like in like the fifth one, you know, like because I feel like those guys just like all took a turn, you know, like all the founding fathers, like we're all gonna do it once or twice.
Yeah, they're like, dude, it's my turn, man. I was a fucking
you know what I mean, like
father, yeah. Dude. It's like, come on.
Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, like Jim. These guys are like, it's my turn now, like. Which is crazy because the guy that's on the $100 bill is the only one that wasn't a president.
Coincidence?
You know,
I think not. He was actually the president. I mean, he was the leader.
You think he chose not to be?
Like, dude, what if he was just the president of the presidents already? He didn't need to be president.
I think he had enough. Yeah, I think he was like. I think he was very, very well respected.
Yeah.
Like, I think George Washington would be like, "Yeah, like Ben, what do we do?"
Dude, he invented electricity.
He didn't invent electricity.
Literally, electricity didn't exist before he put his key on his kite.
I tried to read the Constitution the other day, like the actual document, and I couldn't read it.
We the people of the United States.
Yeah, have you ever looked at the actual thing? Yeah. It's written in like Old English.
Sure, yeah.
It's hard to read like the way they write.
Yeah.
But think about it, they fucking wrote this thing, right? Like it's only 4 pages, but originally,
well, they put a lot of thought into it.
Imagine if like you fucked up a spelling. You think you had to go back
and they had to rewrite it all. Yeah. Like, everything was handwritten back then. That's so lame, dude. So thank God we have technology.
Like, it's handwritten, and then you gotta dip the ink and then write it.
What if they put too much ink? Yeah.
Or like it
runs out and you can't even.
Not even runs out. Like you get the ink drips on the paper.
There you go. Yeah.
I gotta redo it. But then you're also in a time of like wars going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like.
Dude, the world's still moving. You need a government.
Especially like the Declaration, right? It's like you're doing this in like secrecy, you know, because the British probably don't want you to like, you know. It is such a crazy concept, right? The idea of a revolution is like, if a revolution fails, you are deemed a terrorist.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And if a revolution passes,
you're
deemed
fighter.
A hero. You're a freedom fighter. You're a warrior of liberation.
Well, I mean, that's where the idea that history is written by the victor, right? But like, I mean, again, it goes back to that talk that we had the other day. It's like, what was going on in Paris that caused so many revolutionaries? You know, even though they themselves were still under a matriarch or
they had Napoleon, dude, the goat.
Napoleon wasn't the king at the time. It was
Louis the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, they guillotined him, or his.
Yeah, and Marie Antoinette and all that. Yeah. But what was going on in France that caused all these ideas? Because it stemmed from the United States to Latin America. Like Simón Bolívar was in France. That's where he got his revolutionary ideas to take that to South America, and he freed Colombia and Venezuela.
Well, the United States Constitution is the oldest constitution in history.
They were the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was also first.
Well, the first in democracy. Yeah, the first two. Yeah.
Modern, I guess, first. Yeah. But like such a crazy idea of like. democracy. Like,
sure, but again, it's like it was a series of events, right? It's like United States and then France and then Latin America and then all these countries just kind of falling from an old world of thinking kind of thing.
We sent we sent the CIA
way back then.
Yeah, like there's some sort of a CIA version,
dude. Freemasons,
all
bro.
over like the Haiti, all over at least all over the Western Hemisphere. We instigated all of those revolutions.
No, dude, that's what I'm telling you. It stems from France.
They instigated it.
No. It's like the same. It's like Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin. They were in France. All these, like our founding fathers, got these ideas from French philosophers. French, you know, it's But again, those same people, like Simon Bolivar, was in those groups of people. It's like all of these leaders from the world, kind of, were all congregating in Paris, getting these ideas, and they took it back to their respective countries. They acted at different times, but France,
the core idea of
it was like the Silicon Valley of before, of revolutionary ideas, kind of thing, so to speak.
Yeah.
What was going on in France that made that so? That's what's the interesting thing to kind of think about. Because they themselves then went through a revolution, right? Maybe because they were living through
revolution and then chose a dictator.
Well, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing of like they.
What I also don't understand with this whole like the Iran business is like I see a lot of people on social media, right, that want to put a king back. Oh, like that's just like what are we what you're going through all this trouble. Like let's just say you do a regime change. You don't want a democracy. Yeah. You want the king back. Like get the fuck out of here. Like what? Like that's absurd.
Sure. I mean people haven't seen a good.
No. There's no king, dude. There's no good king.
No. Well,
there doesn't exist.
No such thing as a good dictator.
There's no such thing as a. I love that movie with. What's his name? What's his name? The dictator guy that made the movie? It's Borat, dude. What the fuck is his name?
Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah. He made the movie Dictator. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And one of the scenes in the movie is like, who doesn't like a dictator? He's like, you can kill the press. You don't have to tell anyone. You can do whatever you want. And it's basically explaining like what's happening in the United States. And it's like, who doesn't like dictators? Like...
Well, I mean, you look at Bukele right now, right? It's like he's everybody's favorite dictator kind of thing. It's like self-proclaimed.
There's a question. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole different. Again, it's like
right now he's good, right? Right now we're saying like, yeah, he rounded up all the gangs. He's made El Salvador safe. He accomplished what he said he was going to do.
Yeah, but like, how long is he in power for?
Well, that's the question, right? It's
like, are you willing to? You have to be so, like the thing that George Washington did, right? Like. The thing that and we didn't get to see it, but hopefully FDR was going to do the same thing, right? Like, would you let go of power when you have it?
Yeah,
and that's what makes you a great leader. And most people don't. Yeah. Once you have it, it is probably so hard to get rid of.
Yeah,
it's like
that's why like, maybe Donnie's going to do it. You think
he's going to do it? He's not going to do it.
He's going to try.
I don't know. Like I go back and forth in this. I think. The United States is strong enough for that not to happen, because I feel like if you're doing that, like I think certain like states like California would like secede out of the union, right? That's a real threat, right? Like I feel like there's too much pressure on the government. It's too strong, and he doesn't. Again, I don't think he runs the government.
Dude, crazy things have been happening.
You know what I mean?
Like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Palantir, dude. Like those guys run the government, dude. Like,
that's what I'm saying. If they're in cahoots, though, then it's like, what? Like, is it a fair fight? You know what I mean?
You know who I think would be a great president? Me.
I beat you too.
No. Jamie Dimon.
Yeah, Jamie Dimon.
I think what we like, the country needs is a guy that's like. Knows how to fucking just get the debt shit back in order, dude. Like,
just make the dollar strong.
That and just reduce.
Or maybe we just need another Ronald Reagan. We just need like an actor that everybody loves.
I don't think you need to more tax breaks.
Who's the cowboy? Who's the cowboy of our generation? We put like, what if we put like George Clooney in there, like Brad Pitt?
No, I think I think it's like. Yeah, too many people get too greedy with getting too much power, and then like it just doesn't stop. It's just a very this very like vicious cycle of like.
I wish Arnold Schwarzenegger was born in the United States.
I don't like. I don't know what his policy. I mean, I think California did really well under his governorship.
We didn't do terrible. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You know, like I think. I mean, yeah. I mean, Gavin Newsom has definitely done many questionable fucking things.
Well, it's a family. It's like generational. Man. Jerry Brown, all of them are connected. You know what I mean? It's like, who knows? But
yeah, we got a guy from Riverside who might be governor, but the sheriff. I don't know. I don't know if I.
No, that guy's also kind of like he's local.
I feel like just someone that just fucking just like.
Just a normal person.
That's a normal fucking dude.
Just
like fuck.
Saying like, all this kind of sucks and we should fix it.
I feel like you should rule with morality, you know? Like you should not like
all these people are filled with emotions and like
you should rule with like idea of doing good, not what you think is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's an inherent good.
There's difference and there's a difference. Yeah. Yeah.
But
on that note, I think
we out.
Thank you for coming. We'll see you next week. Arrivederci.